Which is a key point about standards. You know, will what we're doing in this TV everywhere, which says the common, will there be a standard for content protection? Things like ultraviolet. How do you see that playing out? There you go.
I mean, I don't think there will be a standard because there's too many companies offering security. You know, I really don't think. I mean, if you look, even in software players, there's no standard yet. Adobe was going to be a standard, right? And Silverlight came along. I don't think there will be a standard. I mean, we use things like Widevine in certain technologies where we're doing OEM business. But I don't, you know, to answer your question specifically, I don't think there will be a standard of security.
Is it the age-old classic? The great thing about standard is there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I think overly aggressive attempts at standardization, I think, lead to a great deal of disagreement and eventually lead to a great deal of delay in innovation and new products coming to market. So I think there are some fundamental standards that we all need to agree on, and I think DLNA and DTCP/IP are a great set of those on which companies like ours can innovate and build products quickly and bring them to market and compete on our strengths. So too much standardization, I think, can kill a good idea.
Because again, the thing is about personalization and access. You know, is that a fundamental worry? That by this, you're going to have to choose the balance between access and control.
I think a lot of companies, I mean, at the end of the day, TV Everywhere is going to be about individual companies and brands trying to get content to their customers however they can. So those companies are going to establish their own ways of doing that with their own selected partners and are going to have ways of access and control that suit them. In an application world today, you can have a tablet or a phone that has content from 10 different providers via 10 different apps who are all doing it their own way, and it works just fine. So it's a really good world to be in, and I think it promotes a lot of innovation and takes those issues of access and control and starts to trivialize them a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it all points to the point as well that you need, you know, the managed service, the pay TV operator has done a fantastic job of delivering content to the home and to third-party devices outside the home, and a user can go to that provider and know that they're going to get the content they want, you know, relatively easily. They don't have to go in and...
What does relatively easy mean?
Well, if they pay for the content, if they're a subscriber, then they're getting, you know, they're ultimately getting value in that service that they value. And
that
cherish.
expectation.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's right.
One of the things I will add is that if you say TV anywhere or TV everywhere, it's got to be TV everywhere. And if you look at what people are offering, some people do geo-blocking, some people have constraints on where you can watch it, where you can't watch it. Going back to what we do, we don't do any of that. If you've paid for your TV content, we believe you should be watching it anywhere on any device. And I think that's something that we strongly believe in, is that TV everywhere should be anywhere.